The foundation of our nation is built on the backs and bones of African Americans. Our hearts, hands, blood, sweat, tears, and intellect, all serving as fertilizer to a burgeoning country. Our ancestors' grave sacrifices and noble contributions must be revealed and recognized. Consequently, we employ the power of the fine arts as palette is to canvas, documenting our pain, commemorating our achievements, and celebrating our triumphs, because history, like the fine arts, is a living, breathing entity, unceasing and beautiful, when the majesty of all the shades and tones of the African diaspora are truly represented. Thank you all for being here, and welcome to a night of artistic renewal, History in Living Color, Volume 3. We are so happy to have you here with us tonight. Our first act is Vision Elite Royalty Dance Company, and they are going to knock your socks off. I just want to say those young girls, what do you think? Are they wonderful? These young ladies, they could be out doing anything, anywhere, but they are here entertaining us and bringing pride to the community. They are just outstanding. Vision Elite Royalty Dance Studio. Thank you very much. What I am going to do right now is bring Mike Bennett out on the stage. He is the artist who is responsible for all this great artwork behind me. Mike, please come out.
How you guys doing? You good?
All right. Folks, please let Mike know how much you like this artwork.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Mike, tell us what brought you into the art field, visual artistry?
I love painting. That's my safety net. So whenever I'm feeling stressed, that's what I do. I paint. 1 week I was really stressed. I painted 17 paintings in 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, no need for therapy. I just paint.
I wish that was my way of relieving stress, right? Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell the audience before we move on?
No, thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Our next artist will be an Emmy Award-winning poet. He has graced our stage during each one of our prior performances. You may have seen or heard him at a different event. His name is Boris Blues Rogers. Blues. Now, to bring him on stage, we're going to need a lot more enthusiasm than that, though. So let's try it again. We're going to bring out Boris Blues Rogers.
What's up, y'all? Hey. Hey. That's right. Y'all, thank y'all for being here this afternoon, this evening, however you want to call it. It's interesting to see a crowd like this. Question, how much did y'all pay to get in here? Free, right? Right, good. How much do you think you should have paid? Okay, hundreds, right? Because there's this idea that there's nothing to do in this city, that there's no culture, no art, no artistry, no anything. But yet, here you are seeing, I would say, $1 million worth of talent for absolutely free. So the next time, the next time you hear someone say something silly like, there's nothing here or nothing to do, tell them to shut up, because this city is full of beautiful, beautiful artistry, right? Okay. So they say a train is coming, and it's coming to take me to see my mama. It's coming to take me to see my children. Now they say this train come out of the night sky from the deepest quiet of dark, when the earth don't move and the wind don't blow. They say this train move as fast as the imagination of Jesus, and you ain't got to have no money to get on board, just got to have a desire to get free. Got to want them shackles off your feet, got to want your lungs to breathe sweet freedom. And when the train come, you best follow the path and run. Run. Run past the slave quarters and cotton fields. Run. Run past the big house and that hanging tree that hung strange fruit, never grew no leaves. You better run over the hill now, then stop. Child, be still. Don't make a sound, 'cause I can hear those bloodhounds bark and howl. Slavery! You better run past your grandfather's grave plot through fields of marigold and lilac as the cold air kisses the webs on your back. You better run with your right hand to the sunrise until the earth cries tears of slavery blood. You better run past the sharecroppers, run past men with calloused hands, run past women with slave brands. Despite their own needs, they still raised our children. We got to run from the back of the bus, run and fly with airmen from Tuskegee, run from a fatal shot in Memphis, Tennessee. We got to run to the funeral of a martyr. We got to run from a bombed out church where 4 black fathers lost 4 black daughters. We got to run from guns that X'd out Allah's precious son. We got to run to the Summer Olympics, win the gold, and raise a proud black fist like this. We got to run into the turning of the century, and I will not stop running until my daughter makes presidential history. We got to run through the riots and Watts and ghettos and vacant lots and Wall Street stocks. We got to run into the dawning of the sun, run till they don't know which way we coming from. We got to run the $1 million contracts, run the gospel hymns and gangster raps. We got to run and don't look back. Said we got to run and don't look back. We got to run to the Supreme Court so peace will find peace for our forefathers. We got to run to first base as a Brooklyn Dodger. We got to run to the moon for Ron McNair. His spirit will gladly meet you there. We got to run from the death of AIDS and crack. We got to run to get all these families back. We got to run from the officer's nightstick. Run from the pain of the overseer's whip. We got to run to this cloud of ignorance. Listen, our children recognize their spiritual gifts. We got to run until they realize that the revolution will not be televised. We got to run from the mountaintop to the valley low. Run till we ain't got to run no more. We got to run till there ain't no more air to breathe. Run till God say it's time to leave. We got to run until you believe. Said we got to run until you believe. We got to run till we ain't got to run no more. I got the keys to y'all shackles. Y'all ready to go? Cool. Thanks, y'all. So, a lot of stuff that I write lately has been centered around being a father and raising some beautiful children, my 2 girls. If y'all ever been on some of my Facebook posts, and a lot of them about y'all's niece, right? I say, come get your niece. This poem was written for her when she was 3. All right. To all my women warriors, freedom fighters, ballroom broad divas brandishing brass knuckles while wearing an evening gown, to any lady who's ever laced up a corset and combat boots, packed a piece in your purse or stiletto to match your stiletto heels, congratulations. You have been reborn in the body and soul of my 3-year-old. She's a walking street fight, toughest toddler at her daycare. She knows that nap time is for suckers. Because someone has to stay up and keep watch over the toys, cookies, and juice. She's living proof that you don't have to teach kids loyalty. Because during a routine pillow fight where I made her older sister cry, she turned on me with all fury in her eyes, came at me, and bit me. Just above the knee. It hurt like hell. But I can tell you it's the most honest emotion that I ever felt. It was a message left in tooth imprint. It was almost articulate as her saying, don't you ever mess with my big sister again, y'all. That fight, that ambition to defend transcended any relationship between daughter and father, and that didn't bother me a bit because she only saw the danger and reacted to it. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I'll probably get a few phone calls from the principal's office about how my daughter tried to fight some chick 2 times her size because this chick came out her mouth sideways about her big sis and this. This will be completely expected. Nothing less from the lion-hearted. To rush into a burning building of situations, to shoot first and wait till later to ask the who, what, and why questions. Ladies, she will be the kind of friend that you cannot give all of the information. Because she'll be outside your lover's house waiting with a brick about the size of justified revenge, ready to fight them in front of your friends, and will call the police if she doesn't win. But until then, she's my little Napoleon complex with sippy cup. Hands just big enough to hold cookie and stolen from low counter. The counter reaction to every fear I've ever had as a dad, wondering if someone is going to try to steal a kiss or her heart, and chances are they will, but not before they taste her temper. Recognize that she is a fighter and won't be swept away by their charming breeze. She already owns the wind. She came into this world, a hurricane, a natural force to be reckoned with. She can wear pain like women wear a wedding dress. They should be lucky to even know her name. To know for the sake of everything she loves dearly, she will fight her own father, tooth and nail, literally. So to every woman who's ever held a fist in defense of the helpless, congratulations, your fight still lives. Right on, okay. Appreciate y'all. Look, you're gonna see some amazing talent today, some amazing dancers and spoken word artists. It's so great. I'm so glad that I get to go before all of them because they're going to upstage me for sure. But I wanna read this newish poem. Again, I am a parent now, but I was a child of a black parent. When I do this poem, some of you will know exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Black parenting is sometimes or often a test to love without conditions. It's often an invitation to try it and see what happens, followed by I can show you better than I can tell you. It's showing your children that you are the fire and the smoke. It's sometimes a laundry list of what not to ask for in the grocery store. It's sometimes just stay your butt in the car. It's sometimes curing everything with Robitussin or ginger ale. It's setting the house ablaze on Saturday with soul or gospel music while cleaning, then smoking it out with sage and incense. It's often skip fast food drive-thru because we got food at home. Is then super thick house burger and off-brand soda. Is father's backyard barbershop with messed up lineup. Is turn lights off, unplug TV and get off that phone and sit your tail still during a thunderstorm. Is sometimes call them from the other room just to bring you the remote to change the channel. Is letting the outside be a babysitter, the end of the block be a boundary, and letting the water hose be an oasis. And the street light be a timer. It's often reminding them of how not to act in front of company, reminding them of how entering and exiting this world operates on your authority. It's mastering how to say, watch your mouth. It's mastering how to say, from across the room, with eyes narrowed, brow fully furrowed, with lips pressed tightly together, yet still articulate and audible, sit your ass down. Black parenting is sometimes and often hard. Is explaining racism to ears who still haven't heard the full beauty of their black skin being gorgeous. Is explaining how a Trayvon or Elijah McClain walk home can be dangerous. Is explaining to your baby girl how the world will see her black girl magic, use it to their benefit, but still mark her invisible. Is explaining Breonna Taylor, Katherine Johnston, Tamir Rice, Emmett Till, Rekia Boyd, George Floyd. Is explaining the money machine that is the prison system with incarceration of father, mother, brother, sisters. Explaining slavery, lynching, glass ceiling, chain gang, Green Book, Tuskegee experiment, sterilization, segregation, stop and frisk, a traffic stop gone wrong. It's explaining Tulsa, Wilmington, Rosewood, Selma, because they won't learn it in a classroom. Is often and always loving them without condition. Is loving them without ending. It's learning to bend rainbows until black shows up in the spectrum and remind them how beautiful they can be, because black parenting is sometimes and often a magic trick or a miracle, because we are the children of the children that wasn't supposed to survive, of the children that wasn't supposed to survive, of the children that wasn't supposed to survive.
Now we have for you Ungraceful J. Alrighty, next I have one of my favorite poets, Keith Allison.
Thank you, thank you. It is an honor to share this stage with so many amazingly talented performers and artists, the ones you've already seen and the ones you're still to see. During my time with you, we're going to take a journey through history, and we're going to make 5 stops. And the first stop is going to be in 1904. So this first piece is called Salt Was the Price. Salt was the price for his captured life. This Congolese man in slave trader hands, Atabenga, in 1904, brought to these shores so others could stare at the St. Louis World's Fair. Atabenga, just another addition to their living exhibition. Atabenga. Savages on display, never mind their dismay. Come turn your gaze to a man in a cage. Atabenga. In just 2 years' time, in the Bronx Zoo, we find Atabenga. Come turn your gaze to a man in a cage. Atabenga. To gloat superiority, self-proclaimed, over someone so untamed, twice as many would now go to see their freak in the show. Atabenga. At the primate house, bones scattered about to create the illusion of a cannibalistic conclusion to the eating habits of Atabenga. Evolution's missing link, they claimed with a wink. Atabenga. The crowd poked and they jeered, their manner cavalier, as they laughed at the sight of Atabenga. When protests were grown, it is absurd to make moan over the imagined humiliation and the supposed degradation. The New York Times did wail. Very low on the human scale, they ranked Atabenga. When the zoo's history we impart, this will be our most amusing part, the zoo director said of the caged Atabenga. When finally free, homeward bound he would be, Atabenga. But his return hopes would unravel. With the cessation of passenger ship travel, World War I had begun. So he came upon a gun, Atabenga. A life forced, undesired, no crowd would see when he fired the bullet into his heart. Atabenga. A segregated, unmarked grave. No one bothered to say that here lies Atabenga. In a country that still whitewashes its ills, our hands are stained with the blood of Atabenga. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Next stop in this 5-stop journey through history while I'm with you is 1960 with a very tiny hero in 1960. When so many wanted you to stay home for Ruby Bridges, armed with only your books and your unbelievably strong determination, you walked. The street was lined with the angriest white faces you had yet to see, shouting things more vile than you can imagine. Still, you walked. Hatred, fear, and ignorance stood side by side, arm in arm to block your path. But you walked, bombarded with slurs and threats of death. Yet you walked. A black baby doll was placed in a coffin, an unmistakable sign of the danger ahead. And you walked with more courage than I can imagine, facing depths of discrimination I can't even begin to comprehend. On you walked, without a whimper, without a tear. When you were only 6, you walked. Thank you. Thank you so much. Third stop in our trip. We're going to stop at 1986. 10 things I remember about January 28th, 1986. 1, I didn't yet know that hope could just explode without a warning sign. 2, but I knew Julie Polano was the cutest girl in school. 3, I wasn't in school that day. 4, I was homesick with my grandmother watching a television with a screen built into its wooden stand. 5, the flash lit the screen. 6, I was naive enough that even when the rocket burst into flames in front of my eyes, I believed it was only a test run because it couldn't have happened if people were on board. 7, my grandmother had to tell me I was wrong. 8, my illusion was not the only thing that shattered that day. 9, my grandmother would last 11 more years than the Challenger, but her demise held warning signs I had since learned to recognize. 10, the warning signs failed to make the loss any easier. Thank you so much. Next stop is 2020. The weight of a nation pressed against your neck. An entitled white man's knee. Under an unrestrained and unpunished badge of law, pushing maliciously against a black man's neck, making him beg, unsuccessfully, for the right to his own life, until his final breath is squashed, is a most fitting metaphor for the history of our country. And I wish it were only history. And I wish it were only metaphor. So, thank you so much. So, one last piece for you. And this journey stops in 2022 and 2020 and 2019 and 2018. 2016 and 2014 and 2012 and 1991 and 1955, and sadly, the years in between. This piece is called Beneath the Tide. There is blood on the street, blood now smeared on jogging shoes, and a $20 bill. There is blood on the street, and it coats toy guns and Walmart purchases and legal gun permits. There is blood on the street, and it seeps over all 5 flavors of Skittles. There is blood on the street where paid executioners awaiting the next neck sharpen the blades of their guillotine. There is blood on the street, and our tires continue their rotations as if it were but a minor inconvenience. There's blood on the street, blood now smeared, and it covers the tears, please, vomit, and finally silence of Elijah McClain's open-faced ski mask. There is blood on the street, and it has left indelible stains on Grandma's backyard. There is blood on the street collecting until it flows like a river. A river so deep that many are sucked under its current, gasping for a final breath. There is blood on the street, the rapids crashing through windows and doors of presumed safety. There's blood on the street, a river of blood beneath the valleys of indifference and intimidation. There is blood on the street, cutting a canyon of pain and suffering and lost childhood. There is blood on the street, and it has sullied our unwashed hands. There is blood on the street, yet even as the evidence pools at our feet, many continue to deny the existence of bloodstains. There is blood on the street, yet some cry how we need to protect the asphalt. There is blood. There is blood. There is blood on the street.
Concealed by vegetation, spears in hand, a configuration of huntresses lay in wait, listening actively, noticing the forest alive with all its brilliancy. Water ebbing through a neighboring stream, while insects traveled flower to flower, pollinating only the most colorful of the bounty. For a moment, the commander reminisced of times in her youth when she set quiet scenes such as these to canvas. Then, shrubbery breaking under heavy weight snapped her back to present day. Her prey ambled along the riverbank, bulls leading, calves following behind. A change in strategy was needed. The warriors shifted their attack to the rear. The elephants pivoted to meet the threat. Ghastly trumpeting erupted. Spears infiltrated. Ivory impaled. Two fearless foes converged. Elephants concerned only with protecting their young. The huntresses thinking only of the mothers relying on them to feed theirs. Then, there were terrible screams. The commander was too far away to assist, so she watched in horror as two of her sister warriors were gorged and trampled. Unimaginable horrors. But the commander had no choice but to continue while showing no fear. And even though her tears flowed uncontrollably, she called out orders, pushing her sisters in arms onward. And finally, the huntresses managed to separate a calf from the herd. Triumph! The commander wiped blood, sweat, and entrails from her brow. Then, looking left to right, she nodded approval towards her surviving regiment, and they began the long trek home. The weight of calf carcass and their fallen sisters on their backs. As the regiment approached their village, they heard a chant carried on the wind. We will never forget our sisters. We will never forget the cost you bear. We will never forget our sisters. We will never forget the cost you bear. Next, we have Spencer Sims. Suspense, come on out on the stage.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Does anyone really know how I feel? All that you are is all that you've done. All that you are is all that you've done. You cannot be my baby. You'll drive the whole world crazy. All that you are is all that you've done. All that you are is all that you've done.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Blumenthal, we have a solution.
I had to face
my
demons.
Try to erase my feelings. Step into the light. Make all of this right. If I could only remember the reason. Come on. Who am I to say to live your life some way? We've all been through changes. Better off unsaved. The Walking Dead. Just think our people in danger. Take a walk with me through hypocrisy while I sing for these strangers. Baby, take my hand, just an honest man, a species endangered. Blumenthal, thank you so much. Give it up for Harrison Bergamot. What a guy. All right, this next track's called State of the Nation. I'm gonna turn up the energy a little bit. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yo. Look, is it a curse? I got so much on my brain. I swear this shit is lame. Someone tell Hov I don't need my own lane unless I'm just riding with you. It's true. State of the nation's insane. Like how we really living this way. Time flies, don't matter today unless I'm just sliding with you. Come on. Look, cause it's a cold world, just numb it down, double cup, have no trust, next man up, live for clout, everything so negative, like, is this what we about? Is this what we about? Cause I yeah, never dreamed this like this. If I come on, had the chance I would've given warning. Look, like we really need a whole new world. I'm just trying to take the time to make you my girl. Watch me make magic is my only reaction. And if you trying to doubt me, I'll be gone in a flash. You can try to run from your past, but shit never lasts. I'd rather be laid back, just smoking with you, steady poking with you. Baby, no attitude, just the sun and the moon. With some stars, watch me shoot. And I don't really care about shining, I'm just trying to make you mine. And I don't give up about the limelight. This shit gon' feel like a soundbite, but honestly, there's some stuff we really missing. Steady kissing, the weight of the world grows colder. So I'm just trying to show up that I'ma be a soldier. Create doors and be the one who opens them. Steady posting up while we blowing up. Yeah, y'all clap with me? Dang, Harrison, what you got there? Free merch. Let's get it. Had a dream about this. Throw it. There you go. One more time. Come on, yeah. Cause Yeah, never drink this shit up like this. If I had the chance, I would give them your name. My favorite part right here. It really comes down to me and you. It really comes down to me and you. Come on. It really comes down to me and you. It's true. Hey, hey. It really comes down to me and you. It really comes down to me and you. Okay. It really comes down to me and you. Yeah. It comes down to us, huh? Blumenthal, I go by Suspense. This is Harrison Bergamot right here. We are honored to be here, and it's a blessing to have you with us.
Next up is Linda Orji. Let's welcome her to the stage because Linda is about to bring the heat.
And I'm going through my writings, and I'm like, dang, I don't have nothing that's like really celebrating anything. Everything's like, it's not triumph. It's not anything positive. It's all dark. So I went to go meditate. I went to go pray and think about it. And the message that I got back was, celebrate yourself. So I'm Nigerian, and in my household, it was always about doing the next thing or raising the bar, accomplishing the next achievement, and not really taking time to celebrate yourself. So here I am as an adult, and I get this message to celebrate myself. I don't know how to do that. I don't know where to start. So I put it in the back of my mind, and over time I'm thinking about it. And so I'm driving one day, and this is the importance of that song. It just came to me in the car. And, you know, I'm going to call, how can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know? So I'm like, dang, like, and the last thing that I'm thinking about is to know. And throughout the day, I'm like, what does this mean? You know, what does this mean with this message of celebrating myself? So if anyone knows me, you know that I like to break things down. I like to look up definitions. And so I looked up the definition of to know. And there were 3 parts of the definition. And one was to recognize, the other one was to understand, and the last one was to be aware. So I said, okay, bet. God, you've given me this assignment. I'm the type of student, when the teachers say do a book report, I'm gonna make sure I do it all to the T. It's gonna have a beautiful front cover. It's gonna look dope. So I said, okay, I'm going to write the poem on a mirror. Now you ask me, why would I write the poem on mirrors? Well, it's challenging for me to look at my reflection, right? So why not write the poem on a mirror and see my reflection through the words? Yes, that's what I said. So the title of this poem, To Know, is a reflection of the definition of those 3 parts of the definition, is to be aware, to understand, and to recognize. So here I am up here. It's going to be a vulnerable moment for me because I've never done this before. I may shed a tear. But here we go, to know. And I'm going to talk to myself. That's the other thing. I don't talk to myself very well. I will talk to people and give them the utmost positive vibe, energy, but when it's time for me to talk to myself, I'm like, yo. So I'm going to practice my body language and everything when I'm talking to myself as if I'm talking to someone else, because that's something that we have to practice. I don't know if anyone else struggles with that, but the thoughts that we have in our mind, it's very challenging sometimes to think positive and give ourselves those affirmations that we need. Yo, Linda, you better recognize that your hustle is unmatched. The way you moved out of state 3 times in 6 years, all faith, no fear. When God said move, you moved just like that. The way you observe self, take a hit fall, rise, and bounce right back. The way you took on a position at a Division I school with no background in that sport, just a vision to teach students how to overstand self, speak up, write down, be aware of their emotions, and stay on track. In a world where young athletes are harshly criticized and attacked. You see, your motivation to succeed at that, it was lethal. The blueprints, behind the scenes research, it was unbelievable. The way you walked through those doors on your first day, peep the entitled egos, offset energy, gossiping migos right away, you reminded yourself on a daily, I ain't here to be nobody's homie. I'm here on assignment by God, growth purposes only. I'm here for the future me, for the blessings I can't see, for the students in my classrooms, for my audience, from the front row to the balcony. I'm here for the 5,000 plus square feet for my family, for my ancestors who fought for me, for no weapon formed against me. Yo, Linda, recognize your resiliency. You bought a journal. You titled it, Millionaire in the Making. You wrote yourself a visionary check that you will hope to one day cash in. You jotted down all your ideas and started shaking and baking. Check it, not going back into the office, period. Linda, you were serious. You see, a few seconds left in the final quarter, the job came at you on a fast break during the COVID outbreak. They tried to hit you with the crossover. You stole it back, game over, owned your own time, broke down all your services, marked them with a $sign and a contract. Direct deposit requested, no in-person contact. You read books by Mark Batterson, Miles Monroe, and 50 Cent. You posted your bedroom and only car online for rent. Eliminating every bill and expense, you took risk after risk, while people was getting on you diss after diss. Yeah, your phone was hella cracked. Yeah, there was a features that it lacked. Yeah, sometimes the screen would go black and you had to turn it off and on just to get the power back. It took payments though. PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, and Venmo. Matter of fact, you named it the money phone because you knew there would come a day when you would look back on the milestone. You brainstormed your own cleaning business on this sheet of paper. Sorry, y'all, it's emotional. Yo, Linda, you gotta understand. Understand that people are gonna have questions. Why you ghost them? Why you was active on social media in the background but ain't post nothing? Why they asking all them questions, making statements, assuming why they ain't called to see how you was doing, amusing? Understand you were pursuing wealth in your skills and talents. You used the light from the darkness of your depression to put together the pieces. You set up 3 businesses online, no cost out of pocket, fitness model, personal trainer, writing coach, 7 screenplays, 4 feature films, 8 books that you ghost wrote. Understand you studied the weaknesses and strengths of the companies you modeled for. You woke up every morning at 5 a.m. to walk to the gym. You put together a virtual team and designed your own fitness program. When the doctor told you about the fibroid on your uterus the size of a grapefruit. You created your own signature burdock root fruit juice. Walking, fasting, and meditation was your healing muse. Yo, Linda, be aware. Be aware people will try to discredit you. But to know who you are, they gotta know who you be, boo. You be that chick they can pull up on if they want to at www. Grew up Jersey, but forever a Bronx, baby. 4 train, 176th Street, Tremont Avenue University. White rice and butter was a delicacy. Whew. When there was no electricity. It was all gravy, though. You never went outside ashy, though. When moms ain't had no Vaseline, she looked at the stove and grabbed the Crisco. Your friends ain't have to know the secret to your glow. And since we on that note, be aware. Be aware your skin tone ain't enlightening to a lot of folk. You see, your dreams, they will provoke. They'll smile in your face, then hit you with the okey doke. They'll try to push you to quit. But you dip that like artichoke, lay low for a few years. Some take it personal. They can't be mad at you because it's what you want to do. You be that chick with the pretty skin, the one they hating on because you Nigerian. Meanwhile, you ain't got nothing but love for all shades of melanin. You ain't gonna hate on a Liberian because she Liberian. Make it make sense. Racism amongst Africans. Yo, Linda, you be that chick that's beautiful. Yo, Linda, you be that chick that's beautiful. You be that chick that ain't gotta show your ass on the internet. You different. You ain't nobody's freak show. You spiritual. You be that chick that can't raise a man, boo. You can't level him up if he can't fill his own cup. You be that chick that sheds a tear every once in a while. It's okay to cry. You ain't gotta be strong all the time. But when it's time, you wipe your eyes. Because you be that chick that's bout it. Take a loss, won't complain about it. Go somewhere, meditate, pray about it. Buy a journal and write about it. Turn the entry into a book, get on stage and talk about it. Turn that book into an online course, then take it to the streets and teach about it. You be that chick that came and made it through the mud in Supreme Court trenches, on a mission, Viola Davis, fences. You be that chick with the middle name Ogundu, silent shooter, popping off in the black published magazines. Issue 19, Harvey B. Gantt sent a finalist to Spoken Dreams. Linda, know, when you have a calling on your life, you're gonna be misunderstood. Know that all your hard work is gonna help move your mama out the hood. Know that one day you're gonna look back on this piece like, damn, July 9th, 2023, you made history.
One thing I can do well is change clothes. I wanted to let you know why I put on these performances. It's because we have to set an example for the youth. We have to let them know not to be ashamed to share their talents with the world. We have to let them know that they should be proud about their history. And the reasons why I feel like God put me on this earth is for my grandchildren, who I attempt to lay a proud foundation for. So we're going to have some special guests come on stage to help me with this next piece. My grandkids, come on out. Come on this side. Come up a little bit. This is Marshall, Kawhi, Legend, Trey, and Violet. Please give them a hand. Woo! That's right, that's right. It's okay. Now, I guess I'm giving them a good example, huh? Come back, Marshall. Okay. All righty, so we're gonna need your help as well. In the chorus, I'm gonna point at you, and I need you to say, representation equals power. Let's practice that one time. Representation equals power. And the kids have been practicing for a very long time. So let's give them one more hand. Okay. Queen City. Quite the moniker for a town brimming with so many beautiful African American women. Women who love and support family and community. Women who help lead during the toughest of times. Women who aren't afraid to make history. I mean, her story. These queens of Charlotte include Hattie Walker. Hattie grew up during the 1960s when the mire of segregation washed over our nation, leaving restrooms, water fountains, job opportunities, and housing all separate and subpar. But Hattie refused to be subjugated. She concealed her trepidation behind a well-manicured facade, and she went out and started to walk in Charlotte's first sit-in. She claimed rights that would be inherited by a generation, all because she understood that representation equals power. Some of you may be under the impression that the old saying, reading is fundamental, is a bit cliche. But there was a time when blacks learning to read was punishable by death. And that was because the people in power knew that representation equals power. That leads us to Allegra Westbrook. As a child, she was drawn to the beautiful garden of wisdom planted by her mother. It caused her to want to cross the magical threshold leading into the segregated library. She longed to taste the sweet nectar of knowledge that was kept between the exquisitely bound books kept just outside her reach. And as an adult, not only did she cross that magical threshold, she became Charlotte's first African-American library supervisor. Yeah. And she established mobile libraries to serve the community from whence she came, all because she understood without a doubt that representation Next is Ella Scarborough. Ella had to fight from the moment of her birth. Premature and in distress, she was denied access to the nearest emergency room. That is until her father's cries of, "I refuse to let my baby die," knocked those segregated walls right off their hinges. And Ella grew up to be Charlotte's first African-American female elected to city council, as well as the first African-American female to serve as vice chair. And every day she fought to protect the rights of her constituents, all because she understood, maybe a little bit better than most, that representation equals power. All the praise should go to those who come before us, our ancestors, protectors, our queens of Charlotte and beyond, who knew without doubt or hesitation that representation equals power. Thank you. Yes, give him another hand. Now we're going to go back to Thanksgiving. I recite this prayer of invocation in memory of our ancestors, both known and unknown. Millions of hardships overcome, rivers swollen to the brink with tears, treacherous paths maneuvered with patient, laborious, and thoughtful steps, with only the promise of the survival of your legacy pushing you onward. Thank you. From the shores of the African continent, where the cradle of life was built and the first kings and queens reigned, thank you. For your heartbreaking travels through the Middle Passage, thank you. And for the blood, sweat, and tears that you spilled on the fields of the Americas, thank you. You, our ancestors, persevered, grasping onto a fortitude which I deem transcendent. You planted seeds that took root and blossomed. Frantically, you clawed at a system that might have otherwise worn down the mightiest of your kindred. Thank you. In the name of all that is precious, thank you. Your bravery, knowledge, and love have filled our vessels to overflowing and allows our offspring to be bathed in a distinction not of our own making, but an excellence built on the backs and bones of strong-minded men and women. Thank you. My heirs, thank you, and live on with the ability to pour majesty into their own progeny, and on and on and on until the end of all things. And even then, I will bow down on bent knee while raising my hands to the heavens in honor of all your sacrifices for all eternity and beyond. Thanks must be given. Thank you. Now I bring to the stage the inaugural Poet Laureate of Charlotte. Give him a hand. His name is Junius J. Ward. Come on out.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was Amen. And Amen begat paradise, Paradise begat a flaming sword, begat eviction, begat you don't belong here, begat redlining, begat you don't belong here either, begat give us this land back, begat urban renewal, begat my neighbor's got a deal on a house I can't afford anymore. Brook Hill Village is one of the last areas of affordable housing left in Charlotte. Its tenants are barely holding on to a neighborhood South Enders are desperately seeking to revitalize. Picture a house. Single story, 3 adults, 2 children, 700 square feet, shotgun style. Shotgun style means if you open the front door and the back door, a bullet would go right through the house without touching anything. Except here, the bullet is a minimum wage paycheck. The bullet says to the shotgun, they laid off and I'm already fired. The shotgun says to the banker, yeah, that's the money shot. The banker says to the investor, don't fail me now, I got rent, baby. The investor says to city council, don't fail me now, I got rent, baby. The baby says, why, I'm a baby. But here's the point, the baby plays with blocks too. They all play with blocks. The gentrified block, the only block that can't milli rock. Block ain't hot, block is got. Block don't want you to live here because it decreases the value, but they want you to shop here to increase the value. The block don't want you, but it wants you. Brooklyn, a neighborhood right here in Charlotte, was once a branch of America's Black Wall Street. Black doctors, lawyers, business owners, until the city wanted the land back. 1,500 buildings and homes torn down, 1,000 families displaced, gone. One of the only buildings remaining today is Brooklyn Grace Church, amen? The block is guarded like a flaming sword, like a word from a banker. Says things like, happy are the poor, but really it's happy are the banks, amen? For they shall inherit the land. If it's happy are the poor, when does the house give way to the Starbucks? When does the child give way to the pipeline? When does your grandma have to move clear across town just to make way for the new Kroger? You know, I took a walk through the Arts District. This was after they raised the rent, so artists had to find a new place to live. And then they hired artists to come in to paint the buildings to make it look like artists still live there. Anyway, I'm sitting at this bar, and they're playing underground hip-hop music, and there's basketball players painted on the wall, and I walk past a karaoke party where college kids are singing the words to Kanye's Gold Digger, except they only know the words to the chorus. She ain't messing with no broke. You know what I realized, though? Some folk love to be surrounded by black and brown culture, but not necessarily by black or brown people. And the church says, amen, but here's the point. Picture your city in a time lapse. Hole-in-the-wall barbecue spot, jazz joint, barbershop, your cousin's house. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Gone. Like an amen. Like a neighborhood of ghosts. But here's the point. What if your neighborhood says to the bullet, no? And the bullet says to the shotgun, no. And the shotgun says to the banker, to the investor, to the city council, this is my block. We will not allow another Noda or Brooklyn or Biddleville or Cherry or Paradise. The word says, ain't you the paradise? Ain't you been resurrected before? And ain't this black and brown gonna last forever, forever, ever, forever, ever? Yes, yes. And ain't this poem just a prayer? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was, amen. Can we give it up for Dionne for having this night? I mean, when we talk about artistic renewal, I certainly feel renewed. I don't know about you. This is the poem that in the book is kind of a flipogram, but I want to use it to tell a story. I want to tell a story in the fashion of the West African griot. I want to tell a story in the fashion of renewal, in the fashion of resilience and brilliance and genius. I want to tell the story of the come up and the get back and the getting over. I want to tell a story of Nina Simone. I want to tell a story of James Baldwin. I want to tell a story of Maya Angelou. I want to tell a story of Prince and the story of Muhammad Ali. I want to tell a story that spans time. I want to tell a story that flies. I want to tell a story that is the arts, that is artistic renewal. I want to tell the story that's tonight. I want to tell the story that's you. I want to tell the story that's you. I want to tell a story that's us. I want to tell a story that starts just like legends say. Africans once soared through the sky like blackbirds. But once enslaved and brought to America, they forgot their wings, forgot how to fly. One day, legends say, Massa looked up and seen black bodies floating right out the field. One by one, a cloud of freedom, a black rapture caught up in glory. This poem be North Star. Big Dipper, be slave song, be mapped to free, disguised as spiritual. This poem be amen. Oh yeah, this poem be black. But when I say black, I'm saying this poem be black as you can handle. Got wings too. Travel from Masters Field to my grandfather's sharecrop shanty. From there to Selma, Montgomery, Cleveland, Little Rock. From there to Baltimore, Ferguson, Charlotte. From there to Fish Fry by the Lake. Cookout, be all legs when Frankie Beverly and Mays come on. Be my Uncle Skin slumped in a chair after a big dinner. Be me beating on lunch tables at Conway Middle School. Be Miranda, protest, riot, cuffed, and clip. Be woke ain't the same as woke, Mama say. When that day come, your wings gonna spread wider than an archangel with a smile to match. I say, Mama, how I'm gonna smile and open my back to the wind at the same time. She say, boy, don't you know you can fly? Change, become something else entirely. The problem is, reaction to change always been violent. Always been chase and hound and water hose. Reaction to change always been. Now why you want to go and do that, fo? Why you want to go and mess up a good thing? Why you will not be satisfied with what we gave you? See, we never should have gave y'all nothing. What are we going to do about Harlem but take it back? What we going to do about Black Wall Street but burn it down? What we going to do but tell you what we going to do and then do it and then ask you what you mad for? Ain't you grateful? We be grateful for Fannie Lou Hamer, for Rosa Parks, my Aunt Chloe, Aunt Hessie, for Mama, for all the black women that made it possible for us to fly in the first place. We be grateful for Solange and Viola and Lupita and for Tank and the Bangers and for me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Oh yeah, this poem be black. But when I say black, I mean resilient. When I say black, I mean love. When I say black, I mean fly. When I say black, I mean we can't be owned. When I say black, I mean a resilient love that can fly on its own, because every black poem really just be a love poem. Be I love you, be I love myself, but we gonna make it this time like we make it every time. And if they ask you how we did it, the answer is not love, it's heart. Not steadfast, it's shift. Not intention, it's movement. Not a wall, it's Jericho. The answer to any question is not a trump that raises a wall, but a trumpet that brings one down. What heart? Where shift? When now? Why movement? Who Joshua? What ram horn? Why fall? What release? Wait, if this the plantation, who left the gate open? Look at this view. How we get up so high after being brought so low? Cover so much ground. Ain't we beautiful? Oh yeah, you got wings. You all got wings. Just because they forgotten or called home or cuffed or clipped don't mean you ain't been flying. This whole time.
Give it up for Junior's J. Ward. Coming to the stage, Vision Elite Royalty Dance Studio. Believe it or not, we are at the end of the night. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. Let me hear it if you did. Oh, wow. Oh, you all mean so much to me, and this means so much to me. There are a couple of people I need to thank. First off, I need to thank the Arts and Science Council of Charlotte. Yes. They gave us a great donation, which allowed us to help have this event free for everyone. So let's give it up for ASC. One, I said my grandkids were the main reason I like to do these, or the youth or whatnot. But the other reason is I want to honor my mother and father. I recently lost my mom a long time ago when I was 7 years old. But she instilled in me a love and pride that helps me move forward. And recently, in August, I lost my father. So that's a picture of them up there on the screen, and I just hope that I did them proud today. I want to thank Jared Sims, who is videotaping or recording this event. Okay, the person who, the unsung hero of the night is our DJ. DJ May, can I get you out here? I want to bring back out Blues. Blues, come on out to the stage. None of this would be possible without these great artists giving their time to this event, so please make sure you know they're welcome, or let them know they're welcome. Keith Allison, come on out. Linda Orgy, come on out. Here she comes. All right, Linda. Our violinist, Candace Pretty String Smith, come on out. Jay, Ungraceful Jay, come on out. Our two visual artists, Tasma Allison and Mike Bennett, come on out. Spencer, Suspense Sims, come on out. And Harrison, thank you so much. Now, I think we need to give a very big applause to Vision Elite Royalty Dance Studio. Mikayla Johnson, Alysha Lane, Shiloh Cherry, Somya Earle, Quinaya Mobley, and the owner of Vision Elite Royalty Dance Studios, Jane Johnson.
Okay, I know she called me out, but this would not be possible without this young lady here. She does a lot to put this on. So I think we need to give a big round of applause for Miss Dionne Hunter, okay? Stand to your feet, because she did that here today for you. There you go.
Keep that going for Juniors J. Ward. Come on, give it up. And then finally, I have to bring my special guest back onto the stage. The grandkids, come on up. Okay, that is it for the night, folks. Please visit the vendors in front, and we really love and appreciate you, and thank you so very much for coming out. Thank you again for coming.